You should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me now? Holy frick, how do you top that? How do you top Janelle? Can't top Janelle, and so many peeps be following, and yeah, it's on. Holy frick, hype train is already rolling. Peeps have been following. Oh my, let me compose myself for a couple of minutes. I'm super excited. I'm still a nervous wreck because of the whole Janelle thing and everything. My god, I almost started like, it's like, no, I can't start the stream like that. So, hello everyone, welcome here. Let me introduce myself. I am Tina, but everyone knows me by my internet nickname, which is Terenete. So I'm gonna keep this as short as possible because I know we all want to jump into the gameplay. So I've been a fan since 1998 when I played Tomb Raider 3. That was my first Tomb Raider, and I played, I think, AOD the first time around 2004 because I had a break from Tomb Raider because I became obsessed with the Matrix in the meantime. So yeah, that's, you know, that's why AOD 2004. So I am one of the Tomb of Ash admins, even though Ash is pretty much, you know, doing most of the work for Tomb of Ash, but my other job include I've done the documentary for the Dark Angel Symphony, which is Peter Connolly's remastered, or rather rearranged music from Tomb Raider 4, 5 and 6. What else did I do? I've been one of the team members of for murtyscofield.com website, so I've done that, and finally I've been helping Megan sort this huge chunk of things that you have been seeing on official Tomb Raider channels. Megan, are you here? Are you in the chat?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you all right. Can the chat hear you, peeps? So everyone do let me know, can you hear Megan okay? Can you hear me okay? Is anyone loud? How are the levels? Okay, loud and clear, loud and clear. Brazil watching,
Wonderful.
we hear you. Excellent. So everyone's saying everything is going okay. So what I want to do today is I want to showcase AOD in a way so that people who maybe don't like the game will at least get some sort of appreciation of how ambitious it was for its time. Let me start. The patches I will be using is Slayer's Ultimate Patch, Nakamichi's Multi-Patcher, and Definitive Levels Patch, because I wanted to stay faithful to the vanilla version, so people who maybe never played the game, when they download it, they will still kind of have the same experience, even though to have what I have, you will need to download the patches. I will list them later on Twitter. I have a link to my Twitter and everything, you can check that out. And another couple of things, shout-outs before we get into the game. I'm sorry this is taking a bit longer. Huge shout-out to TRGTA, aka Bob Smulders, who is doing his Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness Definitive Edition, which is basically an HD remaster, and also Bob has been working hard with me to give you some stuff that I believe you will see after today's stream, right, Megan?
So excited!
Oh yeah,
Yes.
oh yeah, so shout out to him, and I also want to shout out to a couple of more peeps who are doing some amazing projects, which is Freak Raider and his AOD 1.5, so holy heck. Also Tiernan Watson, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, he's doing the U-Raider. You can already see his progress on his YouTube channel, also amazing. And I can see my peeps in the chat, which is obviously Dan Kopri. I said it the Croatian way, thank God. He recently did a theme for Morgau, which is an unused character from Angel of Darkness. You can check it out on his YouTube channel, and I'm seeing all of my usual gang here in the chat. If I would try to name everyone, it would take a while, but I see you all. I wave all to you. Hello, my god, English, yeah. It is how it is. And by the way, greetings from Croatia, Split. I'm in Croatia, so that's why I have this sort of accent. Let's just start the game. I think I took enough time with this. So
that was so nice of you to go through all those things. And I do have to give again a special thanks to you and Bob. Basically, I found all these amazing Angel of Darkness assets, but I would not be able to do much with them. I couldn't open them in Maya, and I had no idea how to, you know, make all these renders. I think even you learned so much about rendering through this process.
Yeah.
But you know, finding things and organizing things is one thing. We wouldn't be able to do this without them. So thank you both so much.
Thank you for having us. I think people can see the game, yeah? Okay, a lot of things. Blade Master says he redeemed a limerick. Don't know if you have one ready. So Megan, this is the thing I do on my streams. Basically, I prepare a limerick for a stream, but let's first watch this cutscene and then I'll do it. Even though you already heard that one, I don't have a new one.
17 reported murders so far in this latest outbreak of monstrous killings. It would appear to be the work of a single, highly psychotic perpetrator. The name of the latest victim was just released. A Professor Werner von Koy. A female, described as Caucasian, brunette, and wearing a ponytail, was seen leaving the most recent crime scene. Officers are advised to use extreme caution when apprehending the suspect. At present, nothing appears to link any of the individuals involved. There are no known survivors of these attacks so far.
So many sounds. So many sounds. I don't know if... Lori, I saw your message. I think that it's just the notifications, which are, you know, Tomb Raider notifications. So it's probably that. Peeps, is everything with the game okay? Can you hear the game all right? I think it should be okay. It's just the sounds from all of the people following me that is now just going through. Yeah, okay. Ooh, okay, so let's start. I am on build 52. You can go up to build 55, but I decided to stick with 52. It's the build I'm most comfortable with. I didn't have any crashes or anything, so it should be fine. Yeah, so let's just dive in, man.
Let's do it.
Help me, Lara. I need you to get something for me.
Go on.
I'm tracking 5 obscura paintings for a client called Eckhart, but he's a psychopath.
Why should I care?
Because I'm being stalked. People are dying out there.
Handle it, Werner.
Lara, please. Look, go and see this woman, Carvier. She can help.
I'm going. Egypt, Werner. You walked away and left me.
Get out!
There we go.
This looks like a safe area.
I
Before...
feel like there's this unspoken rule that we're not talking through cutscenes.
Yeah. I mean, they tend to be a bit loud in AOD anyway, so I forgot to mention one thing. I'm a horrible person. Anyway, Tomb of Ash is gonna do a prize draw raffle. And you can enter it by redeeming your channel points here, but he's gonna give you more information on his stream after mine. All you need to know is the more times you redeem it, the bigger the chance you have of winning stuff, and you can redeem 5 times per person, I think. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Now, I did do something... I did have something planned, so you know how, okay, fine, we entered this is like the beginning of AOD, la 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 la. But what I want to showcase right now is an unused, unfinished training area, and I already have a save file, so I'm actually gonna go there. So what you're seeing here, this is a unused training area that was supposed to be in the game, but for whatever reason it got cut out. Probably because there were so many versions of these Parisian levels. You will actually see some interesting stuff later on after the stream. So I prepared some notes today, which is what I showed to you guys earlier. Yeah, a lot of notes. So let me just pick some up and go through them. So my idea for today's stream is to talk about what they planned for this game, but maybe some of those ideas got canned, or they didn't use them intentionally, maybe they had to cut them for whatever reason. But I just wanted to showcase of how ambitious this game was for its time, because in my opinion, AOD is the game that if it was made on a system like the PlayStation 4, it would have been perfect, because the things they wanted to do, it's just way too much for, you know, what... Hey, thank you for the gift sub. I'm really sorry if I'm gonna be missing your subs. I'm gonna shout it out of the stream, but I wanna keep the flow going of the story. So basically, one of the ideas they had is that you would be able to hide in shadows. The game was supposed to have a lot of shadows because AOD narratively is essentially a noir story. So one of the big stylizations of noir films or noir stories is shadows. You know, it's all about shadows. So they were supposed to do a stealth mechanic where police would look around for you, but if you were smart enough, you could hide in bins, you could hide in shadows. Obviously, if you hide in a shadow that is, I don't know, let's say in the middle of a road, it wouldn't count, you know, you can't really do that. You have to choose like a smart spot to hide. Another thing they wanted to also do is use animals, to have animals, not just crows, but cats as well, which would use as, oh, you know, if you don't know where to go, you would have a cat and it would point you to where you would need to go. Also, they wanted to use puddles, but it was all meant to be, how to say, it would alert the police. Like, if you would step on a puddle, it would make a sound and it would alert the police, and then you would get caught. So they had a lot of plans for these stealth segments. So this area I'm showcasing right now, it's a training area that uses a lot of stealth, much more stealth than we use later on in the game. So I'm gonna be showcasing that. We have this part here, which I got an upgrade. I don't know if that's gonna affect my gameplay, honestly, because you're not supposed to get this upgrade. Also, with the upgrades, you can't be messing around with them, as in if you use SCU, which is Startup Utility Configuration, if you use that on these levels, you will have max jumps and you will always miss your spot and jump over pits and such. So that's why I'm saying right now, like, I don't know if it's gonna be affecting me or not, but it's all good. So this part right here, it's not loaded. So in order to load up this part here, I can run because I have the SCU enabled. Actually, I can just go this way.
There might be more police around.
Can I reach it? Nope. Just a sec, let me reach it real quick. There we go. So in order to load up this place, I will have to re-enter this door. Excellent, which I did. And now you can see this area is being loaded up. Shit, the policeman was not supposed to be there, but that doesn't matter. He was supposed to load up when I'm here, but yeah, so you would hide. I don't know if he saw me. Maybe he didn't. Maybe I'm like good at stuff. Yeah, okay.
You're too fast for him.
Yeah, I'm too fast, definitely. I mean, come on. Now he has a sort of a loop that he makes, so I can follow him around. Will you be doing that today, Mr. Policeman? Yes, excellent. Oh no, he's talking. I don't like when he's talking. Excellent. There you go. And also when you're trying to turn when in stealth, she's like a tank, like she takes forever to turn, but it's all good. So this is pretty much how this area was supposed to be played out. And you were supposed to be taught those stealth mechanics, I'm guessing even those shadows mechanics, yeah, puddles, manholes, and just checking if there's anything that I missed. Nope, that's pretty much it regarding this segment. So, I don't know if you know this route, but if you go here, what happens is you end up right in front of the derelict apartment. But since we are not going to be playing like this, I think let's just play from the beginning of the game. Just wanted to showcase that little unused area. You can access it using the SCU, which is, like I said, startup utility configuration, and new game. I can... Yes. There we go. Now we are gonna start the game for real. Now, let's play this for real. Also, this dog here, the purpose of this dog is when he barks, he alerts the policeman who comes through this door looking for you, and then you were supposed to run over to that bin and hide in it. So that's why that dog was there. But unfortunately we never got that. But you can see it in some of the unused footage for E3. So I'm sorry if it's a bit annoying that she's talking when I'm talking, but it's just, it's not no narrative. It's her talk isn't of any narrative importance. So what I wanted to talk about next is actually Putai and the whole training area. I wanna explain to you peeps what exactly they planned for training segment, because with the amulet even, because what they planned is really cool. Someone remind me, because like a fake fan that I am, I forgot which button is the quick save, and I'm scared of pressing any buttons because, as you know, AOD tends to go a little bit insane when you... F5. Yes, thank you, Ash. Thank you, Ash, exactly. Okay, so let me whip out my training notes. Holy frick.
I love this. You are giving like a tour. This is amazing.
Let's see till how long it lasts. Okay, so originally the shaman was supposed to be a guy. So maybe that's something you didn't know. They changed that obviously to Putai, which was a woman from North Africa, and the story in between of what happened, you can, well, you will see it when Ash does his video called The Myth of El Hava, because what he's doing is telling exactly that story, and Janelle is going to be reprising her role as voice actress for Lara Croft, which is absolutely amazing. So the training stuff, this is how it was supposed to go, but this is just an idea. So these were just ideas that I don't know if they wanted to implement this, or was it just something they were thinking of doing but later on realized that maybe they need to modify it in some other way. I mean, they did that kind of anyway, but still. So, the first time you would mess up a jump, maybe, I don't know, maybe mess a jump here or somewhere like that, it doesn't matter, you would be immediately taken to a zone known as the poof zone, and I shit you not, that's the name, the poof zone. So in there you would meet Putai, and she would be in a form of a voice, I think, telling you what you need to do. Basically, she would train you to, okay, you need to, I don't know, walk from here to here and form this sort of jump. So you do it, and great, you know, end of poof zone. But if you would look around, you would notice that you're probably in some cave, because the way that one of the ideas they had is the training zone was supposed to be in Lara's memory. So they wanted to use areas from Egypt or from the time when she was rescued by Putai. So yeah, or maybe not Egypt, maybe just somewhere in North Africa. So they would, let me remind myself because my god, yeah, so if you looked around, you would see that there are upper levels of above that initial poof zone, and you cannot access them from the poof zone. Those levels are the more difficulty part of the training that you do. You know, as when you would progress with the game, that's when you would be able to access those, well, inaccessible areas. Now, how this would work is you would only be transported directly to the poof zone when you miss the first jump. After that, because they wanted Lara to have that amulet that Putai gave her, and you can see that in the FMV cutscene that Pete Connolly published on his YouTube channel, you would access that amulet from your inventory. So just like you would access, you know, Werner's notebook, you could access the amulet as well. And I think you can find pictures online of someone dug it up, so you can actually find how the amulet was supposed to look like in the menu. So when you would play the game and you would pass a certain point, the central piece of the amulet, which is probably a jewel of something, would start glowing. So you would know, aha, that means a new area is available for me to complete. And why would you want to do that? Well, because of the way the amulet and the health system and the bar system was supposed to work. I don't know if you remember that original health bar that we were supposed to have, and not this one. And frankly, I'm very sad that we ended up with this one, because that one looks so much nicer. The way this works, and I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to stop for just a tiny little moment and read it out, because it's kind of difficult for me to remember. But you did have two bars. One was red, one was blue, and one was, I think, physical agility, and the other one was like mental or something like that. So when you would perform these certain tasks, you will fill them up, but I'm gonna get into it just after I finish this ledge. I don't even know how I'm playing this game. I just know this game so well. I don't have to think about what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of
it seems like you're on autopilot. It's incredible that you can do this at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting back and enjoying listening. This is great. And a lot of the stuff, it's interesting. We released a whole bunch of design docs. I think we put maybe 10 of them online, and then the fan sites we gave about 200.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know. So they'll be able to go through them and share them and stuff, and so there's just so much stuff there.
The ones I'm reading for is the ones we actually dug out that Megan gave to me to sort out, so I'm reading from these documents. So let me try to find that. Okay, so here how it goes. Blue and red bars on either side of it represents the strength/mental attributes. The player fills these bars by performing a certain task within the game's environment. When the player has enough physical mental strength to upgrade on their skills, and if they are climbing, for example, the grip bar will have an extended area in the red. If the player presses the amulet button, the physical strength will be stored, the physical strength that you stored by performing those moves will be transferred into the grip bar, allowing Lara to climb that bit further. This method goes for all of the upgradable skills. Pretty much, the system they wanted to implement are something similar to what modern games have been doing. You know how in Reboot Tomb Raider you can upgrade your skills and things like that? Well, they kind of had already these ideas for AOD, which is really interesting to see that, you know, you never really had them properly, and then you had them in the reboot, and it ended up that was, you know, one of the initial ideas for AOD, which I think is extremely interesting.
Yeah, super cool.
What else? What else? What else? Yeah, so I also forgot to mention that in the poof zone, if you access like the most difficult zone of that training area, you can always climb down to the poof zone, but there is no way to go back up, and it kind of, you know, makes sense from the design point of view. Okay, now let me switch to my derelict apartment thing. Oh my god, yeah, so you're supposed to be using the lift straight away, but it would break on the second floor. Whoa, thank you for the subscription, Lara Croft. I think that's how you read it, no?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, the lift was supposed to be supposed to break on the second floor, and you would go out of the lift. But of course, there were supposed to be some tenants who were moving around furniture, and immediately when they spotted police, and you know, police started gassing up the place, they ran inside of, well, the house so they wouldn't get gassed. This is why you have all of these, you know, random like furniture lying around that you have to move in order to progress. Unfortunately, that's never really explained here, but that was supposed to be the reason why you have this furniture lying around. Also, one of the ideas regarding Delaric apartment was that perhaps some tenants would come out and start throwing stuff at the police, because, you know, this is a Parisian, yeah, like this is a Parisian ghetto after all, so they are probably not that fond of police. So yeah, that's how that would be done. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, so when you reach the top floor, you weren't supposed to find the key. You were supposed to find an extinguisher and just break the lock on the last floor, and that's the way how you would get to the roof. And I think as far as derelict apartment, those were all of the ideas that I can remember. Oh, now let me just catch my breath.
I love how she walks up the stairs. That animation is so hilarious but awesome at the same time. Like, I just want to move around like that. Like,
oh, have you ever tried to walk like Lara? I think like
in various games, yes. Like the walking with the hands kind of going but in front and behind, like a classic Lara in like 1 and 2, and I've not gone up the stairs like this before, but I think I need to try now.
I always did that. Even when I was a kid, it was always like, oh, let me try to swim like Lara. Oh, let me try to walk. But it wouldn't last very long. I'm not as graceful. I'm like... Yeah.
Same here.
Oh, it is what it is. Whoops. I don't... so many notes, but my brain completely shut down now, because I already said about this part everything I wanted to say, I think.
You're doing fantastic. I would not be able to do this both at the same time.
Oh, it's all about autopiloting, if I'm honest. I'm gonna try to pick up all of the secrets. Well, let's call them secrets, even though we know they're not really, you know, like proper secrets, but still. I love the music. The music was something, I think the music is the first thing that made me fall in love with AOD, because what I used to do when I was in high school with AOD is just stand in the very first level and listen to music for hours, because you also had that ambience of rain, which is, you know, 10 out of 10. So that was pretty brilliant.
This whole game is so atmospheric. Just, I mean, like, obviously the first 5 were very cinematic, but the upgrade here is just phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Like, the smoke in the air, the colors, the textures, the everything. So fantastic.
It's incredible how it stands up even to this day. Like, you wouldn't believe that these sort of graphics are this good, because this is a game from, you know, it was supposed to be one of the first releases on PlayStation 2, and for it to be looking this good when you compare it to some other games, it's just crazy. Someone says, Murty says check your email is urgent, says Jenny Millward in the chat.
I'll check my email.
Yeah, I don't know what's that about, but... Okay, now back into the lift. There we go. And now while she's going up there, let me see if I have anything more that I want to talk about. No, not really. Well, that's just regarding of this area. But I like how they had the ideas of you being able, well, not being able, but alerting the cops by, you know, if you moved a certain thing. I remember I read somewhere they had an idea that if you hid in a wrong place, in terms of open the lid that had trash on it, the trash would fall down the lid, creating noise, ergo alerting police, which is, you know, the stuff they wanted to do. It's just sad when you think about how much stuff got cut out, but this is why I want to showcase everything they planned for this game, because it really deserves it. Up to which level I will be playing? I will be playing until Louvre Storm drains. There we go. Oh, come on, down. Get down!
So, Murdy told me to check my email because Eric Loren just got back to me and said he would be down to be interviewed.
Oh no!
Yeah, he just got back to me after we finished. But I told him I don't know if we can make today work, but I'm gonna set up a separate interview, and we'll do a separate interview with
Oh,
him.
that's amazing. That's definitely
so
amazing. Eric Loren is such a cool guy. Yeah. I actually interviewed Eric Loren, so if anyone wants to check that out, you can check it out on my YouTube channel. I did an interview with Murty and Eric when we were recording Dark Angel Symphony, and I took like 40 minutes from filming my documentary to do a proper interview. Unfortunately, you can hear me very bad, almost not at all, because I only had one mic and I had to wire Eric to sound good, so his mic was picking up Murty, and I subtitled myself, but I'm just asking questions anyway, so it's not really an issue. But yeah, if you want to check it out, you have a link to my YouTube channel in About section. I also have some unused dialogue stuff, if you're interested in that. I have the unused dialogue, yeah, I can talk about that actually, from the very first FMV scene, because you know how it goes very snappy between Lara and Von Croy. Man, I used to remember and recite that soundtrack when I was little like crazy. And I think the lines I found is like, when he says, "Help me, Lara, I need you to get something for me," and she's like, "Sort out your own mess," or something like that. It's, yeah, you can just check it out. There is no point in me trying to pretend I'm Janelle Elliott. I can only say, "Hi, handsome." Thank you, Ash. Ash linked my YouTube channel. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm scheduling it with him now. We'll find a time to find a time to talk to him.
Brilliant.
So, it doesn't matter if it's late, we'll still get a chance to talk to him.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. He's such a cool dude. He's such a chill guy. And it's very strange that after all these years we also have that guy, Anthony Royer, appearing, who apparently did mocap for Curtis. So that's very interesting as well.
Yeah.
This is truly the AOD renaissance with the stuff we've been getting. You owe me an explanation, I'm waiting. Now, Ash, we're about to arrive to that part with Margot Cavier.
Going so fast already, no! I wanted to sit back and enjoy. I actually tried to do as much work as I could so that I didn't have to work at all during this. I can sit and enjoy it.
F5. Yeah, I think my jump is... Yes! Perfect. I was practicing this segment the other day and I had such a problem with this jump, but now, first time try. That's great. Ooh. I don't have much to say about this part. I mean, I can just say they've been changing Paris a lot, because when we have been digging out the stuff you're about to see, well, not about to see, but you will see at the end of the stream, there isn't that frick. I fell, doesn't matter. The stuff you'll see is Paris went through a lot of changes, both Zone 1 and Zone 2. This is still, I believe, Zone 1. So there are some very interesting things going on there, and you can thank Bob, aka TRJTA, for those discoveries, because the stuff he dug out is really, really insane. So I'm looking forward till you guys finally see the stuff we've been uncovering. This month, Megan, like, I am so happy that you asked me to help you with this stuff, and it's kind of crazy. I mean, because I don't have much to talk about this segment, I can just say that I've been working on Murty's website, which was pretty much just me organizing files, because my job there was naming documents, dating them, sorting them chronologically, putting them into right categories, you know, the stuff that no one really wants to do, but it has to be done. So all of a sudden, you know, like, Megan is like, hey, do you want to sort 200 AOD documents? And I'm like, what if some of those documents are the same documents that Murty has? But they weren't. Some of them were, but not very much. And I'm actually very happy because now we have a whole variety from other people as well, not just Murty. So that's really cool.
Yeah, this is like my number one tip if you're a community manager, is hire people from your community, because they are going to do the best job. They know the content the best. They're the most passionate. Like, yeah, I'm so... You know, we're constantly saying that it's just hard for us to keep up with everything time-wise, and everybody in the community is always like, let us know, how can we help? How can we help? And I'm like, all right, I'm going to start taking people up on this and having them help. So it's very much appreciated.
It was like the stars aligning, because it was literally the same thing, and I could work a bit faster because I already had a method of how to sort those documents, because I've learned how to do that method with working on Murty's documents. So legit, I think with AOD, I don't know what the heck happened, but something with the stars, it's just like aligned, and things started happening, and I absolutely love this month. This month has been amazing.
It's Lara Croft. I need your help.
Absolutely.
Miss Croft, I recognize you from photos and Vienna's description. Come in.
Miss Croft. Hedith said that her accent is very, very pronounced.
Evil night to be out alone, Miss Croft. Our streets are not safe anymore.
Mademoiselle Carvier, I have just come from Werner's apartment.
And how is Werner?
I'm afraid Werner is dead.
Dead? Yeah, I'm gonna try to be nice.
How was Werner killed? What happened?
It's all a bit vague. I arrived at his apartment today from London. He was babbling with fear.
He said he tried to contact you.
He did. I never expected that. Not after Egypt.
Werner has been fearful for his life. He accepted a commission 5 weeks ago. Since then, he's been acting strangely, jumping at shadows. He even left a package with me for safekeeping.
You just have to use this one. Package? Come on.
Package?
There we go.
His notebook. Addressed to you.
Who was the commission from?
The client's name was Erkracht. He wanted Werner to research something called the Obscura paintings. Werner approached me at my department at the Louvre.
Were you able to help him?
A little, I think. Poor Werner was clearly terrified.
Werner didn't scare easily.
He felt he was being stalked.
He could well have been. The monstrum is running around Paris, according to the press. You mentioned Werner's notebook earlier, mademoiselle.
His field notebook. He said he wanted you to have it if anything happened to him.
If he left his notebook, he was spooked.
You still haven't explained what happened.
There was gunfire. That's all I can recall.
Gunfire? Werner was shot? Did you kill him?
I can't remember. It's all a blur.
Miss Croft, I strongly suggest that you talk to the police.
You have to go with this one.
If I wanted to kill Werner, I could have done that in
This
Egypt.
sounds so
You don't
Lara.
convince
This sounds
yourself.
like Lara in a
I'm not going
bad
to waste
mental
any more
state,
time
and
here.
which she
Do you
is.
have the
So
notebook?
I do. It's safe for the moment.
I really am going to need Werner's notebook.
Somebody killed Werner. You say you don't remember clearly what happened. Perhaps the police are right in suspecting you.
I never killed Werner.
I think you better leave, Miss Croft.
The notebook?
yes, I got it.
I'm not sure this is the right thing, but I must respect what Werner wanted.
Look at all the little details in her apartment. It's amazing.
It's crazy, especially when you see the first.
And now you better go.
The first render or the first modeling of her apartment. So someone said F10. I pressed F10 now, so that should hopefully fix the issue. And of course, I'm stealing the champagne. You just have to do that. Because as you know, or may not know, doesn't really matter, they were thinking at one point of making AOD Lara an alcoholic after the events in Egypt. I'm kind of happy they didn't go that route, because that would be a little tacky, and you know, your classic. Oh no, oh frick, where is the, oh no, I forgot. Did I really honestly forget where the book is? The book thing. No, I forgot where the thing is. Wasn't it here? Oh my lord, frick. I think it's here. Please tell me it's here. Please tell me it's here. No!
You already got the
no!
drawer microwave?
Do I? No, run,
Oh, no.
run. Oh, damn, this was close. I didn't even realize that I got the notebook. Whoops. Okay, all good. Woo.
You got it, you got it.
I got it. I didn't fail. Thank frick for that. Oh, let me sort out through my notes. Holy moly. Yes, okay. Okay, excellent. Now, in one of the prior pre-render cutscenes, she was supposed to reach for her backpack and pull out Werner's notebook. Now, because she lost her backpack, she can't really do that, so that's why that certain cutscene was changed for this part here. And also, we didn't talk about a huge symbolism that happened at the beginning of this game, which is Lara losing her backpack is kind of a big deal, because the backpack symbolizes her old life as the Tomb Raider. Because, you know, when Werner found it in Egypt, now there is a document, I'm sorry, I'm just waiting because I don't want to talk over this guy. There is an original document dating, I think, from 2001, I believe. You can find it on Murty Schofield on 25th anniversary section. It's the original document from back in the day, and in it, it says that Werner actually went back to Africa to search for Lara, and he found her and he gave her the backpack. So it's kind of like return back to your old life. And she did, you know, by going back to Paris because she wanted to stay there in North Africa, but she's like, no, I need to go back to my old life, blah, blah, blah. So in the first FMV cutscene, when she lost the backpack, that was pretty much her 100% definitely losing her old life. If it didn't happen when the pyramid collapsed on her, now it 100% most definitely happened, because the backpack is such a pivotal part of her character, and because it was introduced even in Tomb Raider 4 when Angkor Wat, when she was young. It's, you know, there's some huge symbolism going on there. So let's talk to the tramp.
Is this your pitch?
All Paris is my pitch. Got any spare change? For a coffee?
Maybe. I need to find a man.
Then look no further, ma petite.
This is a particular man. Bouchard. Louis Bouchard. Know him?
No. Never heard of him.
Even for spare change?
Go away, I never heard of him.
So where could I ask? I could use a coffee. How about you?
Try the Café Métro, in the Place d'Arcade. The owner might be able to help you. Knows all kinds of stuff.
Sounds like my kind of cafe.
What about the spare change, mademoiselle?
I didn't say I had any.
Welcome to Paris.
With this guy here, they also had the idea that you could be good, bad or good to him. And if you were bad, he would tell you basically to piss off. If you were good, he would give you some information. But for whatever reason, they just decided to make it a non-optional conversation. It is what it is. But there are also some interesting things for later on, which I'm saving, and I am gonna be one of them crazy peeps, because I'm already one of them crazy peeps by saying this is my fave game. But this level right here, and when I say this level, I'm referring to this whole section, it's, I think, my favorite Tomb Raider level out of all Tomb Raider levels ever.
Really?
Yes. I think I'm very biased, and it has a lot to do with nostalgia and the place I was in when I was playing this and stuff, but you know why? When I was young, I couldn't play properly Tomb Raider because I got Tomb Raider when I was Tomb Raider 3 when I was 8 years old. So that was just way too difficult for me. So I could never go past the first level, and I thought the game was pretty much long, you know, just for one level of how hard it was. So when I got AOD, I was finally, oh my god, I'm able to play this game past the first level, you know? And because this area is so chill, you don't have a lot of shooting, you just have, you know, walking puzzles, things like that. It's very chilled, and that's probably something I needed back then, and this game gave it to me, so it's perfect. Whoop. There we go, excellent. And can I just climb down, or no, I need to, because I'm gonna die otherwise. Very relatable, says Tiernan. Tiernan, are you the person who's doing U-Raider? Because if you are, that video you've done, holy heck man, well done. So we're gonna be talking to this guy, and yes, this guy is a drug dealer, it's confirmed.
You looking for anything special, little lady?
So what are you, a city guide?
That's right, I'm a city guide, all tastes and interests catered for.
Good, I need directions. I'm trying to find a man called Bouchard. Do you know him?
That's not the healthy kind of question to be asking.
Don't tell me Paris is dangerous.
Oh, we got all
He's
kinds
the one
of
to talk
stuff
about
here in
health.
Paris, including our own serial killer. Are you heard of the Monstrum, huh? You heard of him?
It's like, have you heard of him? Yeah, like, who is doing this?
The Monstrum is a him? How do you know that?
I don't know what it is, but I'd watch my rear on the streets if I didn't know my way around.
Which you obviously do. So how do I find this Bouchard?
He won't have time for casual callers. Been having staff problems at his club, I hear.
Bouchard runs a club?
Yeah, Le Serpent Rouge, flashy joint.
Why should losing staff be such a big deal?
Because these staff are dying on the job, messily, no one knows why or how.
You don't think Bouchard's up to handling it?
Keep your voice down. Bouchard can handle all he needs to, but this is something different, something creepy. His people didn't die pretty. It's got him really shaken.
Is it the Monstrum?
Who knows for sure? I just tried to keep my nose clean, you should too.
So you've no idea where Bouchard is?
No?
Well, I'm sure someone does. I'll ask around.
Yeah, do that. Why don't you try Café Metro?
What's a Café Metro?
Nothing, man. Only the biggest loser in Paris. It's a joke. Forget it. Let me show you some of our local specialties.
No thanks.
Having to keep low, eh? That's hard. Especially with the cops being so trigger-happy.
Should I give Bouchard your regards when I find him?
No, don't do that. But
Get
if you are
it.
at a loose end, look me up. I'm sure we could find something diverting for you. You know, something special.
See you around.
I think I could probably do a better French accent because this is, have you heard of him? It's like the Pink Panther, you know, that guy when he's trying to, yeah, it's weird, but some of them are really good. It's just this guy and Margot when she says like that. Also, calling special guest, are you on standby? You need to be.
I'm here, baby.
Ah!
Are we all good to go?
I'm just gonna stand here. There.
All right. Hopefully, okay. I'm just praying that my mic's not gonna cut out with this thing because it was kind of weird. But anyways, guys, I'm the Norse chick. Do you remember me?
Hello, welcome.
I'm gonna sing you guys a little song, a tale about a very special lady who's standing in front of us right now. All right, here we go. Oh, woke up in an old train this morning. Oh God, how much could I have drank last night? Oh, that's right. I may have killed a man, but hell, I can't remember because I've killed 1,000 more before. And now the hobos in the train yard are taking my cash. Druggie on the corner trying to sell me crack. Caught the guy in the corner of the coffee shop staring at my ass. And we all know what a fine ass it is, don't we? Bouchard. Do you know him? I questioned many, but no one seemed to want to give me a straight answer. There was only one who cared to help me, and she was one fancy lady. And now the hobo's in a train yard are taking my cash. Druggie on the corner trying to sell me crack. Got the guy in the corner of the coffee shop staring at my ass. Oh baby, Janice, the friendly prostitute from France. Yeah, she smokes a cigarette and wears sexy pants. Oh, the friendly prostitute from France. Oh yeah, I hope the monstrum hasn't got to you yet, baby. And I know you're not looking at the newspaper, punk. Thank you, everybody.
That was phenomenal. I'm gonna have it in my head all day.
Great, perfect. All right, have fun, guys.
Best part of the
Thank
stream.
you. We'll talk to you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, that Norse chick, be sure to check her out. But you all know who the heck she is, like, come on. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. So now we
That was
can.
amazing.
So now we can finally go talk to Janice.
Not a lot of passing trade at this hour.
It's early yet. Move along, ma chère. You make the place look crowded.
I wouldn't worry. We're not in the same class.
That attitude won't get you far round here, sweet thing.
I just want to find someone. Name of Bouchard.
You won't find him here, ma chère. He did run the club across the road, Le Serpent Rouge, but had to move premises. There was a lot of trouble, I heard. Things needed to lie quiet for a while.
Oh? Trouble?
Lost some of his best people. Very messy business. Made him nervous. And that's saying something.
Do you know where he moved to?
No idea. There are people who know, but if your mind wants to lie low, he won't be easy to contact.
I'd have guessed as much. Everyone's in hiding.
Not everyone, chérie. What do you want him for?
I'm trying to track down a friend's movements.
Lost, is he?
Dead. But he made contact with Bouchard before he checked out.
Tell you what, there's two guys who used to work at Le Serpent Rouge.
So Bouchard didn't lose everybody?
No. These two left before the troubles closed the place down. One's a miserable old devil called Bernard who was the janitor there. He hangs about in the park sometimes.
And the other one?
The other one, Pierre, worked as a barman. Makes bad deals that backfire on him. He runs the cafe at the Place d'Arcade now. Café Métro. You never know, might be worth a shot.
Better than anything I have so far.
You just have to be
Thanks.
nice to Janice.
I didn't catch your name.
She's such nice.
Everyone
I
knows
love
me
her.
around here. Look, be careful.
She's so helpful.
Bouchard's a mean operator, and he's been targeted hard recently.
Does anyone know who's causing Bouchard all this grief, or why?
No, or they're not saying. The monstrum has got everyone too scared to talk.
I'd have thought Bouchard would be geared up for trouble.
He can handle it all right. No one better. But the way his people has been dying, so ugly. And that poor woman.
What woman?
Someone called Carvier. She worked at the Louvre, it says on the radio. I don't want to talk about it.
Carvier?
No, you watch out, my chère. There is a lot of sickos loose on the streets.
Yeah.
That's okay.
There is a missing
Some are just
dialogue
like it that
here
way.
with Janice and Lara, because it was always weird when she says when she said no. It's actually because a dialogue line is missing. Oh heck, what was it? The Carrier. I don't want to talk about it. Gives me the creeps or something. I don't know. You can check it out. It's all on Murty's page, on Murty's website. So yeah, definitely check it out. But there is a voice line missing there, which makes that no sound much more natural, because it always sounded weird to me. Like, why did she say it like that? So out of these three guys, I am definitely going with Pierre. I think it's, you know, you can see Curtis there, and you just have to go with Pierre, no? It is how it is. My brain just froze, but yeah, I am on autopilot, and I am going the good way. You can see Curtis's bike. And by the way, guys, I'm really freaking sorry I'm missing your points or anything or redemption. I just want to try to finish this on time so Ash can have his stream, because he's doing a stream with co-design. So I don't want to take too much time. I am gonna be doing a limerick. Some of you have already heard it, but once we reach Bouchard, I am gonna be doing it, and I'm gonna be doing it the Slav style, so bear with me.
This is amazing. We are getting a performance and education and all of this. It's amazing.
Well, everyone wants something for nothing.
It needn't be for nothing. We could trade.
Trade?
You used to work at Le Serpent Rouge. I need to find your ex-boss,
Oh,
Bouchard.
yes. I have some info about these two guys.
No, I don't. But I do deal with problems. Sort them out.
And run errands, no doubt.
If need be. And they pay well enough.
What sort of problems?
What sort of problems do you have? Any situations need clearing up? Difficulties removed?
In exchange for information about Louis Bouchard. That's dangerous information.
I'm a dangerous girl. And right now, I'm losing patience.
I do have a situation that needs tidying. A retrieval job. Something I forgot to pick up from Le Serpent Rouge when I left in a hurry. It's mine, and I want it back.
Why don't you just pick it up yourself?
2 guesses.
Bouchard? The Monstrum?
Don't joke about the Monstrum. Bouchard ran a lot of operations there. The place will be staked out.
Just tell me where the item is in the club.
It's small. Small enough to fit inside one of the stage lights. The one that doesn't work.
That's it? Okay. I can work with that. How do I get into the club?
With this. This will get you in behind the stage area at the back. Return what's mine to me here, and I'll put you in touch with Louis Bouchard.
I'm sure he'll be glad to hear from you again.
He isn't going to. I just tell you where to find him. Then it's up to you.
Okay. And if this doesn't work out, I know where to find you. Don't I, Pierre?
Like Kermit the Frog, honestly. This is what he reminds me of. He's just such a sleazebag. Like, the voice actress is perfect in portraying that, sleaziness. And also, everyone, let's say hello to Curtis! Yay! So, there was supposed to be a cutscene here. Unfortunately, as you can see, there is no cutscene here. What was supposed to happen is she was supposed to walk up to Curtis and say something along the lines like, excuse me, do you know a Louis Bouchard? And he would say, I'm a stranger around here. And then she would say, don't let me distract you from your paper. And that would be pretty much it. But yeah, there was supposed to be a cutscene here. They got rid of it. I don't know exactly why, but it is what it is. And it's kind of... I'm not sure which would I prefer, because this makes it more mysterious, because you're just seeing this guy here and he doesn't look like a normal citizen. Also, one of the things I noticed some people were complaining about, well, not complaining, that's too harsh word, but just noticing, is that the streets of Paris here are quite empty. Well, that's for a good reason, because the Monstrum killings have been going on and everyone is too scared to go out. Because, I mean, they did kind of think of leaving, of having more people just to feel it, to make it a bit more alive. But it works, because as you can see, like here, this looks like a puddle of blood, and because of the Monstrum killings, you wouldn't really want to be in the street, and this is not like Paris city center. This is some ghetto in Paris, So it's like, nope, no thank you, I'm okay with that. So yeah, as far as that goes, it's completely logical for me why there is no people on the streets. Now, the funny thing is, and I see, Pot, you asked that also, everyone, a huge shout out, Potkanka here is a master AOD analyst. If you say, oh, Terenete knows a lot about AOD story, no. Pot does. Trust me on that. When it comes to Lux Veritatis and things like that, Pot's your girl. So
yeah, I've been seeing the analysis on Twitter, deep diving into individual characters. It's so fascinating. There's so much there.
Yep, exactly. So all praise, Pot. Now, as I was saying, there are some things that are conflicting. Now, in these original documents, it says that Bernard, the guy that we are about to meet, is actually Pierre's father, and Pierre being this sleazebag in Café Metro. Pierre was originally supposed to be called Rex. I'm happy he's not called Rex. I like Pierre better. So what has been going on between the two of them, I'm actually gonna say after I've been nasty to him. Oh no, so it's just like that. Okay, leave me alone. Basically, because I already accepted Pierre. Pierre worked at Le Serpent Rouge as well, but he worked at the bar. Whilst Bernard over here, he was the janitor. And because he's the father of Pierre, they were running some sort of a scam in Le Serpent Rouge. And the box, the original idea for the box that they both want is to be something like 80,000 francs or something like that. I'm not really sure. I don't know how much is that in euros or anything. So, where am I gonna go? I'm gonna go to Le Serpent Rouge. So, basically, they both want Lara to retrieve that box for them, and they have been going around fighting. Apparently, they even wanted to include them at some point. They wanted to show off a fight. Oh, by the way, Curtis is... Okay, because I have something to talk about. Sorry. Distractions. Wow, brain. Okay, so... They wanted to make Pierre and Bernard even have a little, not fight, but an argument on the streets just to make Parisian ghetto feel more alive. So you would see there's something going on, because why does these two guys want the same thing? Now, in Murty's notes, he wrote that Rennes is son of Bernard. Which is kind of conflicting, because to me it makes much more sense that Pierre is rather than Bernard, but I don't know when Murty wrote that. Was that post or pre-2003? However, you can always see it as, you know, maybe Bernard was just a naughty boy and did the deed with all sorts of girls, so...
He's got children everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So now in this cutscene, there is something very interesting going on. You see, Curtis has been doing his own parallel investigations. This is why he was in Cafe Metro. This is why he was here. Now, what was supposed to happen here is that she would see Curtis going away on his bike, and she would hear someone groaning in the darkness. It's legit what it says. There is a body groaning in the darkness. Lara walks on. Basically, you were supposed to be seeing someone who has been worked over, because Curtis was trying to extract information from that person. So Curtis has been doing his own parallel investigation, trying to find out things regarding the monstrum. And that's why they keep bumping into each other, because it's all the same thing, pretty much. They're after the same thing. So this is just a little nod to that, because you just see him going off on his bike, and you don't really know what that's referring to. But when you have this background, and when you were supposed to realize... there was another idea behind Curtis and this scene, and him going over, you know, people beating them up in order to extract information. You were also supposed to be thinking... Could he be perhaps the monstrum? That was also one of the ideas. And I'm gonna get to that a bit later on, and I know exactly where. So I'm now just trying to hide from... Shit! No! I can't believe this. No! No! I was supposed to play this nice, but I failed miserably, and sometimes it just happens, and I'm gonna beat him up, and it is what it is. I don't think you're
showing us the hand-to-hand combat, that's all.
Exactly. I do have some hand-to-hand things to talk about later on, but this wasn't really the part where you were supposed to fight this guy in this manner, in this way. If you did this in what they originally planned, I think she would be either killed or arrested, because you were supposed to be sneaking around, especially if you didn't have a gun. Let me just save that. But yeah, I failed this one miserably. I'm sorry, AOD fans. Horrible. But yeah, maybe this is something you didn't know. This is grabbable. So one of the ideas was that you also had to time it so the guard wouldn't see you. He would walk right under you, and if you ran out of your stamina bar and if you didn't time it correctly, you would fall in front of him and he would see you and blam, game over. So this is something that's obviously been left in because you can still climb this, but I don't know if that is possible. I don't think I've even tried to play it this way, so you know, climb on this and see if he even spots you. I mean, it's kind of funny that he doesn't spot you because how can he not? But yeah, let's just move on. Le Serpent Rouge. Yeah, okay, I have a couple of things for Le Serpent Rouge. Oh! Okay, okay, nope. I forgot to pull out my... I'm gonna die. But I saved, so it's okay. Nope. Oh no, no! I can't believe I've done that. I died. Because it keeps... Yeah, the controls... she keeps pulling it back in, pushing it back out. I didn't practice this. I'm a horrible person. But we are gonna do it now properly.
You got this.
Yes, bye. Is there someone else? Yes, of course there is. There we go. No problem. La Serpent Rouge, if you... I don't know if you saw, but... not you, Megan, I know you did, but the official Tomb Raider channel released a beta footage of La Serpent Rouge, and it had a completely different track than, you know, this, well, La Serpent Rouge track, which was very interesting because it sounded much more like something you would hear in a club, but it was kind of annoying, so it's... In my opinion, it was a... Do you want to go for realism, or maybe do you want to go for something that's more stylized? And Peter's and Martin's Iverson's track is much more stylized than what was originally planned. You could hear the bass, it was much more prominent than in Le Serpent Rouge, and it really sounded, you know, like when you're in a concert and standing right next to a speaker and your whole body's like boom, boom. It's basically like that. I'm just gonna... I
think the best one is the one that has the voicemail from his drunk friend.
Oh yeah, the Surrounded by the Green. Yeah, that's really funny. I heard
that is just phenomenal.
I heard the original clip and it's like, Peter, I'm surrounded by the green grass. It's really funny stuff. And now we are gonna be hearing soon the track, and I have maybe some interesting info regarding that, because, well, I found it out when I was doing the Dark Angel Symphony documentary. By the way, that's not on my YouTube channel, that's on Ash's and Pete Connolly's YouTube channel, just because reasons. I love how she just goes through stuff. So let's go, let's party, peeps. 1, 2, 3, and bang. Now, this track is actually divided into 2 parts. The first part that you hear now has been made by Pete Connolly. The second part, and I think the difference is quite clear between the two, has been done by Martin Iverson, and they combined it, you know, sort of fade in, fade out, DJ style. Because that's how you know, when you're a DJ, you just fade in, fade out to certain tracks. So yeah, this track is a combination between 2 of them. Also, something interesting that you may or may not know is these volumetric lights that are going on in this club. I think AOD was the first game to do this effect on PlayStation 2. So this was groundbreaking stuff. Like, whoops. This right here, and I think it holds up to this day. I mean, this looks amazing. The amount of... Imagine how this place would look like if it didn't have these lights. It would kind of look very boring and dull, and you wouldn't really want to spend much time here, but because of those lights, and this is something that Core Design were excellent at, which is light building. And light is all about the atmosphere. If you have good light, you have great atmosphere. If you know how to do that, that's pretty much all you need. So kudos to them, you know. From Tomb Raider 4, well, Tomb Raider 3 and 2 and 1, they were great in atmosphere when it came to level design, but you didn't really have, you know, creative lighting. They only started using that from Tomb Raider 4, I think. But yeah, AOD just...
Yeah, they've always been good at using lighting as signposting and how, like, directing you and catching your eye so you know where to go and so on. Or not having lighting as a way of hiding things and so on. So yeah, they've always been very good at that.
In one of the pictures that Bob found of early Le Serpent Rouge, there was actually supposed to be a bar here on the second floor, which is very interesting. What do I... Sorry, I think I missed something when it comes to Le Serpent Rouge. Yeah, I don't know if you know, but apparently this was also something that wasn't really mentioned well, in gameplay or in conversation. I think Bouchard is after Le Serpent Rouge closed down, I think he has been running a new club called L'Amour. But I'm not too sure.
What does that stand for in French?
Yeah.
Our French fans. Hetty, help.
Hetty? I mean, L'Amour sounds like love, basically, but...
Oh, yeah, that could be.
But this whole area, you would never think that, you know, something like this would work in a Tomb Raider game, because clearly this is not a tomb, but because it's all about puzzles and these elements, you know, like climbing puzzles, where I need to go, what I need to do, I think it works exactly because of that. Oh, also,
yeah, I think just yesterday I was reading through the doc for this, and Andy's notes on how this level works. Andy's notes on anything are hilarious.
Yeah.
Andy Sandham. But yeah, his idea of how to make this an interesting level, because he's like, on paper it sounds super boring, right? Like, it sounds boring that you're gonna be running around this club and climbing ladders, and he's like, but wait, there's more.
Yep. Also, I don't like this secret here because it takes forever to get it, and then you need to go all the way back. But yeah, I'm still gonna go get that clip. Something I forgot to mention was that, again, something that why I wish AOD was done on PlayStation 4 system. Pete and Martin had the idea of using reverb, especially here in this club, because they thought PlayStation 2 was gonna have a new technology and a brand new sound chip. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. What ended up happening is they just put together two PlayStation 1 chips. What Pete wanted to do, well, Martin I guess as well, is to have proper reverb in this club, so when you would go to, you know, upper floors, you would hear the music more muffled, you know, like in real life. So again, something, you know, like how to approach music in real life environment, even though it's a game. Something that I really wish it was here. I know fans have been trying to enable reverb with various tools. I can't remember what tools right now, but it would have been really cool. And unfortunately, they found out, no, PlayStation 2 is just gonna be two PlayStation 1 chips instead of this brand new technology. It was very unfortunate they couldn't do it. But yeah, it is what it is. But this track is so fun. Also, one of the things that is definitely making this level better is this track, like 100%. Now, what was supposed to happen here? So you know how we got the gun from the guard who is guarding Le Serpent Rouge. So an interesting thing that was supposed to be happening is when I'm gonna be... why did I do that? When I'm gonna be jumping on this part here, there was supposed to be a cutscene where Lara would slip or something would break, I'm not too sure, and she would lose the gun. Now this was done because after this segment she would come back to the streets, and obviously they didn't want that you can, you know, shoot at Janice or at Bernardo or you know, at anyone. But it got cut out. Why? I have no idea. Maybe because if they decided that they wanted a guard here, which they obviously wanted, it doesn't really make much sense to not have a gun, I guess. But still, it would have been a cool idea, because right now it's kind of silly that you can pull out the gun but you can't really shoot NPCs. And I know that in Shadow of the Tomb Raider you can't pull out your, well, weapons at all when you're in Paititi or in places like that. It just like the first time, this is the Shadow related, but anyway, the first time I played Shadow and I arrived to Paititi and I couldn't pull out my weapons, I thought the game broke on me. I thought I experienced a glitch. So I was like, what? Yeah, but that's how it happened.
I appreciate when developers try to find a way to work constraints like that into the narrative or the gameplay, you know, that that it's not just something like you just all of a sudden can't pull them out or so on, right? Like I like that they would think of having her lose them and finding a cutscene specific for that and so on.
Yeah, exactly. And AOD was full of stuff like that. I mean, nothing happens in AOD for an accident, especially because, you know, Murty wrote it how he wrote it, but he wrote it so that nothing is happening as an accident. Even the whole, I'm going to be visiting that church later on, Saint Icard. That name wasn't chosen without a reason, because that's actually the name of one of the Lux Veritatis knights. So it's also kind of a nice nod to tie it in all together. Now, yeah, here is something that I could do. There is a secret, and I would have to go all the way down, but I think that would just be a bit tiring, so at this point, I don't think I will be doing it, because it's not really important that I get it, but I'm just gonna tell you about it. So basically, if you go all the way down, and you go right there where, at the very entrance of Le Serpent Rouge, there is a door and you can go through it and there are some extra pickups. So I think you can only get it after you've been here, and I think I picked up a key here before. Don't even remember. No, well, I can pick up a gun. But I am gonna be going downstairs to get some help. Oh, there we go. Yeah, ticket booth. Yeah, exactly, Dreamfall. I mean, this game doesn't have secrets per se, but it kind of does. It does and it doesn't. It's a weird in-between middle ground. In-between middle ground. Well, that's a nice redundant pair of words. Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely not going it. I'm already streaming for an hour and a half, so let's just get on with it. After this, I am gonna go to the sewers, but before that, I will show some cool moves here. I don't know how many people know that you can perform these moves in AOD, so I definitely feel like I need to do them. And also, they're hella cool. You'll see what I mean in a sec. Okay, so if you face backwards and you press walk and control, she will do this cool flip. If you press look and jump, she's gonna do this. So this is a very nice way of getting down, but you can only do it if you have a place to rest your legs on. So let's...
That is so cool. I haven't seen that before.
Oh, really?
I love that move.
Aha! Yay, showing off new stuff. Now I'm gonna go to the sewers too.
I'm learning things still. This is awesome.
With AOD, there is always something new to learn. It's insane. It's legit insane. I don't know. I have a feeling, and I've already been saying this on my streams, but I have a feeling that if AOD was a successful game, maybe it wouldn't have such a cult following, because this way there is always things to dug out, so you feel like a digital archaeologist yourself, you know? It's like, oh, look what I found! Oh my god, look at this unused cutscene! It's just so fun to explore it. I mean, yeah, shout out to my boyfriend, Gardener Dedo, or just Dragutin, because he has been putting up with me with the past half year actually, because I've been working on Murty's website since I think February. I don't even know anymore. So it's been over half a year now. And you know, when so when I was going through all of these documents, and you know, when I found the Morgau and Matthias Vesely portrait and stuff like that, and I remember it was like 2 a.m. and I'm like, oh, and he's like, what did you find? You know, trying to sleep, and I'm like just screaming my head off, like, oh my god, look at So yes, shout out to him if you want to follow him on Instagram. Oh, frick! I saved, so it's not a problem. If you want to follow him on Instagram, he's growing his own vegetables. He has, oh, for frick's sake, he has his own garden, so just, yeah. Please, thank you. There we go.
Yeah, this has been fun. Like, you and I, it's just been so hilarious, like, going back and forth on Discord when we find things, and I'm like, oh, wait, I'm gonna share something with you, and you're like, look what I found. It's just like, I get so excited whenever I hear pings from you. We found new things.
Oh, yeah, this has been incredible. Seriously, this month has been insane, and I'm so very, very grateful to have been a part of this. And I'm really happy because, you know, AOD has such a bad reputation, unfortunately, but it deserves its own spotlight because unfortunately, it was too ambitious for its time. And when I say for its time, I do think it's very much a case of for its time, because the stuff they wanted to do is basically, a lot of those stuff is what games nowadays are doing, you know, even games like Horizon, Reboot, Tomb Raider. And, you know, it's really funny because I remember when Ash did an interview with Rich Morton, I remember reading, and when you did now also that interview with Rich Morton, he said, you know, we actually had similar ideas for our classic Lara that you guys ended up doing in Reboot. So that was very interesting.
Taking her back, stripping her of her weapons.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Island. Yeah, that's really fascinating.
Yep. So I remember reading, and he was talking about 2013 Tomb Raider. He was talking about that and said, you know, that's actually one of the routes we were probably gonna take with her. So crazy stuff.
Yeah, I love hearing things like that. That's really cool.
Am I supposed to go here? I always get lost in these tunnels.
I know people are sad that AOD month is over, but which is pretty exciting. We have found some pretty neat stuff from Legend that still kind of feels very AOD-ish, because we found a bunch of like animation tests and other cool things using the hybrid sort of 2.0 model before Legend Lara was established fully. And so, yeah, we found some really, really cool stuff there.
Yeah, well, I guess more videos.
Yes, lots of Legend beta content.
Yep. More videos will be coming.
I'm literally using a camcorder and putting in tapes into a camcorder and then transferring them to my computer right now, but I'm finding some really cool stuff. It's just a very, very slow process.
Yeah, like I said,
I found a great tape of Keely Hawes doing VO and just screaming into, you know, I'm gonna rip your heart out and stuff. It's amazing.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that one. Can I make it? Nope. I think I'm supposed to.
If you're excited to see Amanda, just wait.
Oh.
I've shared some of these with you, but we have found some pretty hilarious early concepts of Amanda. She looked a lot different early on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe even a bit like Janice.
Yeah, there was like one where she had a red jacket on. It was hilarious.
Oh god.
We're not totally skipping anniversary. We actually will kick off with an anniversary redesign cover, and then we're gonna play it as well.
Yes, excellent. I got everything from here. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm just trying to read any documents while I'm picking up. If I missed anything, I don't think I have. Nope. Okay, cool. So now we are gonna be heading to St. Icard's Church, and there is something I have to talk to you about. Well, not talk to you, just, yeah, hold a monologue, I guess. I don't know how to call it. So the first...
That is so much cash that she just picked up.
Imagine if you're just walking down the street and it's like raining money. Oh, look, how people not see this cash. Well, I guess because they didn't...
They have to go in the sewers.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, that's where you find chocolate and money.
What else do you need, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here is a nice little Easter egg they put in. Rich Morton, Andra Cordella, and these other two peeps, Andy Watt, they are all peeps who are from Core Design working on Angel of Darkness. So a nice little shout out from them to them, I guess. So this part right here, this was supposed to be the first time you would go to something that's called a hand-to-hand combat cam, or rather just combat cam. Now what was supposed to happen here is that you weren't supposed to pick between one of these fighters and, you know, see who wins, but Lara was supposed to take on one of these fighters, or maybe just one fighter, on her own. So she would, you know, she walks up to Gris, this trainer's guy name is Gris, and she would be like, I can take your guy, blah blah blah. So when she would go in the ring, you know, he would shout things at her, this boxer guy would also shout things at her, and you would fight him. Now there were two main considerations they were thinking about. First, do they want to do that just in a cutscene, or do you actually want to play through that fight? Because for the cutscene, they wanted Lara to basically hop in, round kick the guy, hop out, she wins, she gets the watch. Now there is a interesting note on here which says, I don't know if Lara is supposed to be strong enough at this point of the game to be able to just round kick a guy, and to ask Murty. Legit, it says in the notes, like, ask Murty if Lara is supposed to be strong enough at this point. But the other thing that was supposed to happen is basically when you fight someone, you go into this combat cam, and it locks you in a sort of fighting arena. Now you can fight the person, or you can escape the fight by pressing a sort of panic button, or if you have a weapon, if you pull out the gun, you are out of that zone. Obviously, at the beginning, it was supposed to be without any weapons, and those fights were supposed to be very situational sort of fights. So it's not like you could walk up to anyone and start a fight. They would have to make sense as to why. Even though you would maybe even start a conversation, like here with Gris, and if you would piss him off enough, he would want to fight you. Well, not him in this case, but the boxer guy. And whilst you were fighting, if you're in a place where you can pick up an object, there was also supposed to be a way where you would trigger an animation that would, you know, deliver a blowing kill. So you would just, you know, kill him and be done with it. So that was supposed to be hand-to-hand combat. I don't really know how I feel about that. It's an interesting idea, but whether we would like it, you know, who knows? We can only speculate when it comes to that. So let's talk to Gris.
Hey, lady.
By the way,
away from the ring.
Before I even come to that part,
Am I talking too
who
fast for
do you want
Okay,
me
sister,
to pick?
you're leaving now.
Zach
What about
or
a wager?
Carl?
Yeah?
Write in
On
the
what?
chat, please.
Those boys in the ring. What are their names?
Look, lady.
Come on, what are their names?
Okay.
Dream
guy
4,
with the
Carl,
tattoo,
Zach,
Carl,
Carl,
Zach,
Zach,
Zach.
That's more like
Zach,
it.
Zach,
I bet
Zach.
all the cash
Okay,
in my
Zach.
I think Zach.
Yeah,
Against your
Zach.
fancy gold watch. That I can pick the best
Zach
fighter.
is the
Do
winner
you have
then.
200 euros? Smart mouse?
Yes.
Okay, you're on. Hey, you two. Lady here wants to bet on you decking each other. Match up.
And just be glad I don't make you throw in your fancy gold chain too.
Don't push your luck, lady. So, who do you want to lose your money on?
So we said Zach, yeah, Zach.
Zach looks like a good mover.
Now we wait and see. Yeah, I didn't miss anything. But I didn't see in this particular document that she was ever supposed to be betting on who will win. She was always supposed to be getting in the ring herself and do the thing.
Yeah, this was another one that Andy had very colorful and hilarious descriptions of how this scene would work with Lara fighting.
Yep. Oh, yep. Okay, so this is this paper done. Yay. Oh!
Cruel world, huh?
Damn it!
Go on, bid it.
Oh well, I'm not gonna retake the fight. It is what it is. We lost, unfortunately, but hey, we won with the AOD man, so it's not all bad. Le Mans. I'm gonna be picking up all of these things up here, in case you didn't know that you are able to go here, because it's... Hey, Tumba Fash, thank you. Well, Tumba Fash. Ash, thank you for subscribing. I don't know how many of you know that you can actually climb up here. I think a lot of you know, if not everyone. But just for the peeps who never played this game or never really bothered as much, you can. And it's just for pickups. It's not mandatory. That's why most of people just miss it. But I always like how explorable AOD is. Because you don't really have limits. You don't... Invisible walls aren't really invisible walls, you know? It's... Every single part of it is explorable. And that's something I miss in games in general. Because a lot of games, because they are so huge and they are all... You know, every game tries to aim to be open world. Honestly, my biggest wish is that Tomb Raider stops trying to go for the whole open world thing and just focuses more on level design. That's like, if I had one wish, that would be my wish. I think, because every game nowadays is really going, you know, all you hear is like, oh, we have a huge map, blah, blah, blah. But because everything is moving so fast nowadays, it can be a bit overwhelming. And it's, I mean, obviously this is just true for me. It's not true for other people, but this is something that put me off from playing Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because it's just too big and I don't have the time for it, you know. Levels
see both ways. Like, I love them when they're open world. If it's a franchise in a game I love, but then if it's one that I'm just kind of interested in testing out, it gets super overwhelming for me.
Hey, look, Lucky Raider, thank you for the subscription. Oh yeah, Nakamichi's patch. This is something I wanted to show off. This is really cool. So you know how you have this herb place here? Now, Nakamichi's patch actually fixes him and you can see him talking, which is amazing. See?
Help?
Yay, facial animations.
Name of Bouchard.
This is just a herbalist. We stock medicinal potions and herbal extracts.
So he isn't a customer of yours?
A customer? No.
Nakamichi.
Purchase something?
I'm told there's a story about a doorman in this area. Do you know it?
The doorman is Bouchard's bodyguard.
Find him, and I find Bouchard?
Yes, probably.
What would I need?
Money. A password.
Who would know the right password?
I'm afraid I can't help you there.
Okay, thanks anyway.
This area here did serve a purpose. You were supposed to be buying medicines here, random herbs, random medicines. Unfortunately, like most things, it got cut out, but it used to serve a purpose rather than, you know, why would they just build a whole room for this very unimportant piece of dialogue? And there was also supposed to be a kiosk here somewhere. IndieCraft.com, thank you for the host. So in that kiosk, you're supposed to be able to buy, I think, newspapers, even just read them, or buy some other things. And this is where I think the first time you hear about Carvier being dead, this is where you hear it from. You read it in the newspapers, and after that, Janice confirms it.
In cash?
Yes, I have 800.
800 cash and the box.
You planning to retire soon?
That's the price.
You're a hard businessman.
Pass it through.
Oh, I think not. Door first.
Follow the path round the back.
What the? I didn't give the box back. No. This was not my intention. I forgot I still had the box. Whoops. Nope. I'm going back. This is not what I wanted to do. I'm sorry.
Bye.
Well, now you know how to pass through
what
this
the hell's
dormant
going on
guy.
around here?
Yeah, la 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 la. Nothing happened. La la la. What the? I didn't see anything.
I could do some really serious damage here.
Did you see something? Oh, by the way, peeps, if you type in exclamation point commands, you will be treated to some very cool lists of sound bites. But yeah, this is how you enter through the doorman. But he's very expensive. He was the box and the money? I don't think so, chap. Bye.
See Paris and die.
Exactly, see Paris and die. We are gonna go to Rennes now, because we want to trade all of that...
from heaven,
Whoa.
the watchers walked amongst men, and upon the earth bred a curse, an abomination of shadow. In the darkest recess of every human soul, slumbers the shadow of evil, cast from darkness, and formed of night fears, the horror approaches.
There you go. That was a nice line.
You managed to get in, didn't you?
Just checking.
Please, no!
I didn't want to waste your time.
Yeah, that's
or
true.
mine.
I shouldn't have.
Discretion is my middle name. Especially with strangers who just walk in off the street.
Nice class of people on the streets.
But you can keep your mouth shut.
Depends what's in it for me.
What the hell's going on around here?
Buying or selling?
How much for these?
Now we can get rid of all of these
What the hell's
things.
going on around here?
We are gonna be hella rich. Man, we are gonna be like... I can afford a hotel now. Look at all the money. Cash money, cash money. So yeah, oh yeah, something I wanted to say.
And I
Oh,
thought this would
damn.
be one of my easy days.
I don't know if you can see it, but okay, so here where I'm standing, look at my left hand and you will see something that looks like an Atari 2600 and a cartridge. If you use photo mode with Nakamichi's thing, I don't have it enabled right now, you will actually see that's an Easter egg. That is a something called a video game called Crypt Raider, and that is, I think, Lara from, I don't know if it's Game Boy or some console like that, but it's a nice little well, Easter egg, if you will.
It's rad.
Yeah, I have pictures
I love
somewhere.
stuff like that.
It's incredible. I only found it out, I think, last year when I was flying through this place with Nakamichi's photo mode, and there are a lot of them, but I never noticed it. I mean, how can you notice it? Because you can't move the camera here in this place. The camera is fixed like this, so it's not like you can see it. But yeah, that's a nice little thing. So I posted pictures on my Twitter, but I don't think you can find them. I'll probably have to dig them out. But yeah, it's a nice thing. Okay, so we're done. Let's go back to Pierre. Also, something that Nakamichi patch fixed is this view right here. Because before that, the view was... I don't think you were able to see anything. And now you have like depth and... like Nakamichi, seriously, I can't give enough praise to that guy. Also, he was present when we did the Dark Angel Symphony recording, and he brought us all limoncello, so that limoncello was awesome, thank you.
That's amazing.
Did everything go okay?
It's quiet in here. Your voice really counts.
Yeah, we rushed to a lot of stuff for AOD month with the things that we found, but hopefully we'll be able to explore even more of the content we found with Nakamichi-san's help after, when it's a little bit less of a rush.
Matter of Bouchard's whereabouts.
Bouchard.
You can enter the raffle by spending your channel points. There are points here next to the period shard. If you click on that, it says enter AOD raffle. It should be the first one. Or the last one. Just click on it and that should be it.
Yes, the customer who was sat in the corner, reading his paper. I couldn't tell him anything, naturally, but he may have overheard us.
You know, you talk real loud. It's hard not to notice it.
Okay, okay.
What? How many times did you try to enter it?
Only if you behave.
Expired.
All right. Bouchard is lying low.
Oh yes, cool down. Yes. Thank you, Jay.
This person you know?
Just about. Name of Francine. She's my ex.
Reassuring.
This is her address. And the code for the gate.
And she can point me to
It has a
Bouchard.
5-minute cooldown, so that's
absolutely.
why. You can
She
enter
knows
5
a
times, but it
discreet
has a
route to the
5-minute
back of the
cooldown
premises.
between every time you can enter.
Translation.
So it gives more chance
Dangerous.
to other people who
Nothing in
haven't
Paris is
gathered
safe.
that many
But
points.
this route will get you where you want to go. Please, it's arranged. She's expecting you.
I hope this arrangement works out, Pierre. I'd hate for you to become a personal problem that I have to come back and tidy up.
Oh, okay, I see.
Not so veiled threats.
Yep. Okay, Francine. We are going to Francine. Sorry about that, but everyone who was on this stream, I'm sure that you will be in the raffle, so don't worry about it. Ash is running it, so it's kind of his thing. This was more to give everyone a chance if, you know, if you joined now. But yeah, okay, so it's like 1, 5... I wrote this beforehand because I knew I wasn't gonna listen to what he said, so... Excellent. Yeah, exactly, what Ash says. You can enter it on other streams too. It's the same thing, so don't worry about it. Francine.
Bouchard is in the old church.
She's pretty much the same model as Janice, just a little bit differently textured.
Is this the best way?
It's the only way past the doorman.
Yeah.
Watch out for the ledges. They are dangerous.
Sure is.
Where isn't these days?
Welcome to Paris.
I love her voice. Her voice reminds me from of Michelle from Allo Allo. It's very, I don't know, rusty. And she's just standing there, and I'm like, yeah, don't mind me. I'm just gonna go through your stuff and steal your things. It's okay. Doesn't matter. Why not, right? Well, for this graveyard part, I don't really have anything to talk about. I mean, it's other than it's a cool set piece. Well, most things are here. And there were supposed to be set pieces in AOD, if I remember correctly. But, I mean, I did read the word set piece, but exactly what they were referring to, I don't think they had planned something like you would see in Reboot. But maybe they... I don't know. They use that word a lot when they were referring to that hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, I'd love to know more about what that meant specifically.
I think it got probably canned pretty quickly.
Yeah, anything set pieces would be very expensive from a dev standpoint and a memory standpoint and all of that kind of stuff.
Jay says this game was a compatibility testing nightmare. With all of the settings you have, I'm not surprised. Oh, no. Go back. I didn't pick up everything. I always forget about this part here. But the amount of things that was planned for this Parisian ghetto, I'm so sad we didn't get to see that. It was supposed to be, you know, like a whole trading system going on. But, yeah, the word that you hear most when talking about AOD is like, oh, I'm so sad that this got cut. And then, you know, insert what got cut.
I'm not strong enough.
Oh, you know what? I don't care. I'm not gonna be getting this secret. Sometimes this strong enough system is really annoying because they just cut it to something that kind of functions and is kind of okay. I mean, the main reason they needed for it to be working is what the hell? Okay, there we go. Is obviously that she had certain jumping distances depending on how strong she was, so they needed to implement that because some things are more far away in upcoming levels, so that's why. But other than that, this
was one of the really interesting docs we found was the two docs that were kind of like diagrams of how far she can jump or how far she can fall based on her strength.
Yeah,
it's really cool seeing things like that.
It is. It is. I think we found the same thing for Curtis, if I remember correctly. I mean, so many things. I don't even know what to say anymore because I have a feeling I already streamed this game twice, so I usually feel like I'm repeating myself. But then again, you know, like you have maybe some peeps here who never really play the game, so they don't really know this kind of info that to me it's like, wow, everyone knows that. It's pretty much how when Pete said, you know, like, oh, I thought that this was known, that Putai FMV cutscene, you know, and when he published it, everyone went mad, like, oh my god, do you have any more, blah, blah, blah. We can say no, he doesn't have any more. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any more cut FMV cutscenes because they never made them. And one of the cutscenes I'm really sad about is the whole Castle Kriegler being attacked and bombed by, well, I don't know, I forgot by whom. That's something that Pot will know. But I wish we were shown that. I wish it was more... I'm just repeating myself, doesn't matter. Okay, well, here we go. Trying to see what I have to talk about. Yeah, we're actually getting close to the end. We're definitely getting close to the end, and I'm
moving
running
fast.
Yep, I almost went into creation there for a second. I said creation word. My God, I can feel like I'm getting slightly tired, but we're gonna be finishing this quite soon. I'm gonna pick up a secret. Well, secret. Let's call it secret. Did I go the right way? Did I? Sometimes when you play a game gazillion times, your brain still tends to freeze up and it's like, what am I doing? Is this the right way? What am I going for? Yes, okay, nice.
Slavic time was redeemed.
Oh, okay.
For 25.
Okay, okay, so Slavic time was redeemed. Thank you, G-Daddy. Thank you. Whoever redeemed Slavic time, thank you, because that means I can now slip into this accent. Ooh, just give me a sec.
I'm excited to see whatever this is.
There. Whoa. Poppy kralj. Poppy rakiju. Dan, I wish, but I can't. Yes. Oh, now I can talk like this. Well, basically, Megan, this is Croatian accent. This is what we sound like when we are not talking with your accent, because how we write things is how we read things. So, hello, nice to meet you. My name is Tina and I'm from Slavia. No, I'm kidding, I'm from Croatia. So I need to give you interesting tidbit with Slavic time, and I will be doing that. But I first need to go to Bouchard, because Bouchard is the guy I'm looking for. There we go, and I thought I wasn't gonna make it, but I did make it, which is amazing. I'm also gonna give you... Thank you very much. I'm also gonna give you a nice little rap song.
Bouchard, what are you doing here?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you a nice little rap song, so this is perfectly redeemed. Whoever redeemed it, thank you. Oh, look at my health. My health is very bad. God damn. And I'm pressing F5 every 3 seconds. I'm aware of that. Do not judge me or judge me. It's up to you. But it be like that. It be like that, bruh. Drunk Rush. I like that Dan Kopri, he's in chat, and obviously he's Croatian, so... It's funny how, you know, with the Dark Angel Symphony project, there were like 2 Croatian people, and it was like completely by accident. Also, if I didn't say already, huge shout out to Dan Kopri, who is one of my personal favorite composers out there, ever. And he's like, what do you mean, ever? I mean, Dan, I mean ever, okay? Because I have been listening to more of his tracks. Damn it. I have been listening to more of his tracks than some popular composers, so... Can I climb this? No, I can't. Can't believe I freaked that up. I can see that I'm already getting tired. This is not good. And I was planning on maybe sometime trying no loads, no meds with AOD. But I don't know if that is a smart idea, especially if you reach boss. Like, can you imagine doing no loads, no meds with boss fight? No thank you.
I
know, Pot. I know.
That's intimidating.
Very. I know, Pot, I'm feeling horrible about it, because Pot, she loves reds. And oh my god, put your gun away. She loves reds and I like reds. They're quite cool. But I'm not doing this right, am I? You know what? Why do I even bother when I can just do this?
Ms. Croft.
For reals. For reals. For reals, my peeps. I can imagine reaching boss.
Wow.
Exactly. Reach boss and then you die. No loads, no meds, I've never done it. Never done it. Yeah, I was saying, and I saw that G Daddy redeemed some tips for hamsters, but you need to ask specific question. And I'm sorry.
I feel stronger now.
I'm sorry that I missed everything, but whoops. Okay. But you know how it be. A lot of people here.
What the hell's going on around here? I can climb up on that.
Exactly. I don't know anymore if this is Lara in the game talking or if this is my sound alerts talking. Oh my god. Stealth.
It's all a blur.
It's all a blur. Believe it or not. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Whoa, like a pro. What's up? I'm very happy I did that. Believe it or not, it's actually more difficult to me to speak with this accent because I'm not used to speaking English with this accent. You're right. I cannot kill this rat. Rats did nothing wrong. They just exist. And because I'm a huge hamster fan, Pot, I think we are gonna have to kill this rat because this is. Look at this. Leave me alone, rat. I do not want to kill you. Oh my God. So fine.
You're saying you like rats in real life?
I mean, they make great pets. I never really had a pet rat, but I did have a pet hamster, and rats are supposed to be like super smart because they can know tricks.
They are.
Yeah.
I love them. Most people hate them, and I love rats.
Oh,
I think they're so cute, and they have the cutest little hands, and they like sit there and hold their hands, and it's adorable.
They are, and they are so. Yeah, I slipped right back into this. Trust me, I know it's maybe weird, but it's so much more difficult for me to try to speak in like Croatian, broken Russian accent because I'm so used to speaking. Finally, I came to a part where I have something to talk about, which is yay. Okay, so this guy right here referred to the Melty guy in a lot of the documents. He has been obviously killed by the monstrum. However, what we didn't know is that Curtis met up with this guy and Bouchard right before this happened to him. So when Lara meets up with Bouchard, she was supposed to be asking a question whether it was Curtis, the stranger who did this to, to Arnaud. This guy's name is Arnaud, because she already saw that Curtis beat up someone back in the alleyway when I said that. So she was like, did Curtis do this as well? Because Curtis, like I said, was going around asking his own questions. And it's, again, was supposed to be one of these things like Curtis, maybe a monstrum, you know? We never know. So that, unfortunately, also got like everything else. So let's talk to Bouchard.
What happened to your man in the room out there, Bouchard?
To Arnaud?
Bouchard, what are you
about
doing
that?
here? Maybe. It might be linked to what happened to a friend of mine.
I doubt it. Get her out of here.
Do you know the name?
He loves because Bouchard is basically like...
Okay. You helped a friend of mine a while
What do you
back.
want?
Werner von Croy.
Names don't mean a lot here. Even real ones. What did he want?
Maps and information on the Louvre.
I remember, 4 weeks ago, wanted to take a coachload of Japanese tourists to see the Mona Lisa.
Easy, Bouchard. I lost that friend yesterday. Now I'm wanted for his murder.
There was a newscast about a monstrum killing earlier. What would you know about that?
Nothing that would interest you.
You'd be surprised how much the monstrum interests me.
My friend? The Louvre?
Yes, the academic. Wanted access to recent archaeological diggings inside the Louvre. I gave him contact. You want the same?
And more. I need 9mm protection, backpack, plastic explosive, stun packs. Paris isn't safe these days.
Who for? You obviously can't take care of yourself.
Do you have what I need?
I know who does. Daniel Rennes works out of the pawnbrokers on the corner of the Rue Saint-Marc and Cour la Seine.
A front, obviously.
Yes, Rennes needs careful handling. But he can get you what you need if you know how to make the right approach.
What would you suggest?
A trade. I have to get certain things into
Ms. Croft.
passports. You could deliver them for me.
Cough syrup.
Why not have one of your men deliver your passports?
Have no one to spare.
What happened to your man in the sick room back there? Was he delivering packages for you too?
Poor Arno. One of my toughest.
Yeah, this was where that was supposed to happen.
4 attacks so far.
Attacks? By who?
An interesting question. We don't know for sure yet.
The Paris Monstrum, perhaps.
We're looking into that. You should take care.
An automatic would help. You sold my friend Von Croy some hardware. I need the same.
That was then. We need
maybe
all the firepower
these
we
4
can get.
attacks would
Ren is
be
your man.
maybe that guy
Is
that
it a
Curtis
deal?
beat up
Okay,
was
deal.
supposed to be amongst those attacks. I don't know, this is something I'm making up, but who knows. So we need to meet up with Daniel Rennes right now. Now a lot of people were like, why is Rennes having all of these explosives in his pawn shop? It doesn't make much sense. Well, it actually does, because his background is that he was an explosives expert for the French Navy. Because he's running a front, because, you know, he's doing some illegal businesses, he wired the place, rigged the place with bombs, so in case police would ever find it, the place would just, you know, blow up and there would never be any evidence of him doing any shady business. So that's why when, you know, you pick up all these things, the place goes boom, basically. All right, and I said, yeah. Okay, so limerick time. Oh my frick, limerick time. This is gonna be cringe,
I'm ready for this.
so you prepare yourself for the cringe, because this is gonna be super cringe, but it's a Bouchard limerick. So it goes like... Bouchard, Bouchard, why you being so hard? Gonna stick up my shard in your fat bodyguard. I am the winner, so send in the cleaner to clean up the mess, cause I'm freaking best. There you go.
That was cringe, but in like the best way possible. It was amazing.
It's always cringe. It needs to be. Cringe is life. If you're not cringe, what are you doing in your life?
Yeah, cringe is underrated.
Can I please, for the love, sweet mother Luddick. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to tackle it from a different angle, I guess.
You really have made a mess of things, haven't you?
You really made a cringe out of yourself, haven't you? Why, yes, Curtis, I have. Thank you for asking. So Daniel Rennes is gonna be dead now. And he's gonna be killed by someone. And a lot of people are like, Eckhart. Is it Eckhart, though? Because I don't think it is. As you know, or may not know, this is something that Pot and me were discussing.
They don't show this in the brochures.
Definitely not. When this is kind of a spoiler, but when you saw Eckhart kill Von Croy, he didn't use his Sanglyph thingy, or Glow thingy rather. He just kind of choked him to death and then ripped him open and then smeared his blood all over the walls. Now, when you saw Eckhart killing Luddick, he was performing some sort of a ritual, which was very different to a kill that Eckhart did to Von Croy. Here, with Daniel Rennes, it's very much looking so like what Carell did with Von Croy. In terms of this is how it goes, because we are gonna be ending it now anyway. I'm just gonna let the cutscene play out. Okay, so she is gonna see now Eckhart, but you see, this is the thing. Eckhart, the real Eckhart, he's unstable, right? He's been in prison for 300 years. He still thinks it's the 1400s, and he thinks like an alchemist. He's very much disconnected with reality and with current place, and what's grounding him is his investment with all of the rituals and alchemy and things like that. So he doesn't really have time to go around Paris and deal with these little unimportant people. He has the cabal reporting what's happening to him. So he doesn't go around killing people. It's actually Carell this, what we saw here, it wasn't Eckhart, it was Carell. And also when...
Drop in the knowledge.
See, because you can see like blood around Rennes, and he's not burning, he's not glowing. The symbol is not spread on the wall. This very much looks like how Von Croy was murdered, which suggests this is probably the way Carell kills, because
what
the
hell's
hell's
going on around
the Carell doesn't have the glove that Eckhart has. Eckhart is killing people with his magical alchemic glove. That's what he's using to kill people. And because Carell doesn't have it, he has to make it like this. He has to literally smear and draw this symbol here in order to do it, like present it like it's been Eckhart's doing. Now some people would maybe argue, but wouldn't Eckhart be pissed off with that? You know, like why would he allow that someone else is going around killing people and pretending to be him? Now this is the thing, what I said before. He doesn't have the time to think about it because he's completely disconnected from reality. So that is why did I press the good button? Yeah. So that is why it's very easy to keep things from him. Carell can just not say what he's been doing and no one would give a crap. It's not like Eckhart opens the Paris newspapers and it's like, oh, okay, someone's trying to, you know, he doesn't work like that. So
what has the monstrum been up to today?
Yeah, exactly. Like what did the monstrum do today? So I need to find Ren's wallet. Yeah, okay. So the number is, I can never remember the numbers. My memory is horrible. This is why I need all of these notes and write things down, because otherwise I would just forget everything. Okay, so let's put it in. 1 4 5 2 9. 9. Oh, nope. So, please let me out. Thank you, door. No, I cut out the dialogue. Well, doesn't matter. Also, something that you will be seeing quite soon is that cutscene with Curtis smoking. Murty didn't want Curtis to smoke, so maybe that's an interesting tidbit. One of the French animators made him smoke because, you know, when you're in France, everyone smokes in French films, so I guess, you know.
Damn it.
Come on, thank you.
Look.
And this is actually gonna be it. We are done for today. I think I mentioned everything that I wanted to mention. This is why this place is exploding, because Daniel Rennes is a paranoid explosives expert. Come on, and this is it. We're done. My segment is done. Holy frick. Yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed this stream. Ash, I don't know if he's online. I'm gonna be checking this in a second. 2 hours and 10 minutes. I would say that's okay. I didn't hack up too many times. I died, I think, only twice or 3
Ms.
times.
Croft.
But yeah, Curtis wasn't supposed to be a smoker. It was something added by the French animators. Apparently, the French people who were also doing the mocap and the cutscene director, he had a lot of freedom when directing things. And this cutscene is awesome. We finally meet the Cabal. Also, Nakamichi, flip texture.
Professor Von Croy located the 4th line.
See, you can finally see what's behind Eckhart, because this texture has been flipped backwards, so you could never see. He was actually pointing to something instead of just pointing to a blank wall.
You really have made a mess of things, haven't you?
Hopefully, we will be more successful this time. We are also closer to the 5th and last.
Also, Josh Ackland's voice. Best thing ever.
We will gather at
Gary.
the Strahov. Gunderson.
One final thing I forgot to mention, and it's starting from this cutscene and from the previous cutscene, so if you don't mind, I would just like to mention this because it's, again, something not known.
Dispatch your team.
All of the characters in AOD were supposed to have eye movement. I mean, legit, like this, eye movement. For whatever reason, it was never included in the game. There is only one cutscene in the whole game in which they have eye movement, and it's actually the final cutscene when Karel stabs Eckhart with the period shard. In the prior pre-render cutscenes that we published on Tomb of Ash, you can actually see the eye movement in those cutscenes. And my god, they add so much to characters. They make them alive, because you have things such as, you know, when Eckhart is killing Boaz, she's actually looking at him like this, not like this, you know, like Eckhart's head is here, and Christina is like, but in this, she's like looking at him. So you have a lot of these little things and it feels so much better. Nakamichi investigated and he says that he has no idea why that was left out of the game. He said the engine was perfectly capable of handling it. And I read someone else wrote they had a lot of glitches and a lot of problems with eye movement, so maybe that's why they cut it out. Either way, it's very unfortunate because it brought so much to bringing the characters alive. So yeah, that was the final thing I wanted to say. I think you can even see it in this cutscene as well. They were supposed to be, you know, like Eckhart is actually supposed to be looking at Gunderson. And also, another interesting tidbit for peeps from the Balkans, because since we're, you know, Slav and stuff, Gunderson was voiced by a Bosnian voice actor called Velibor Topic, and Gunderson's origins were, it says like Bosnian or Danish, and it's really interesting because the voice actor who voiced him is Bosnian. So there. That's all I have to say for today, I think. Can someone tell me, is Ash raiding? I mean, I'm just gonna go to the just chatting thing anyway.
Thank you so much for all of this. This has been great.
Thank you for being here. Sometimes I blocked because I know I had like a lot of things to talk about, but yeah, I hope it hasn't been too tedious because yeah, it was very nerdy. And I'm really, guys, I am really sorry I missed all of your messages and all of your points rewards. If you're gonna be here for any of my next streams, I'm gonna make it up to you. It's just I wanted to get over this, so
you were providing a service, so it's okay. you were taking them on a tour through time.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, I can see Ash is already live, so we can
doing great, Janet,
Ash.
And we're all so proud of you.
All right, so we're gonna have Ash with some devs, and also I think Neha's joining on chat, so super exciting. I'm gonna get some food and curl up and just watch this and enjoy.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually gonna make myself a mojito. I'm not even joking.
I make my own.
It's still 9 a.m. here, but that sounds good.
Okay, so once more, I'm about to raid Ash. Thank you to everyone who has been here. I hope I didn't bore you too much. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, sorry for missing your messages and your points redemption. It is how it is with these large chats going on, and I'll see you over at Ash's stream. He's gonna be explaining to you how to enter the raffle, and he's gonna have core design with him, so see you there, peeps. And we're gonna be raiding him in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye bye.
Bye bye.